Cardinals have the 3rd overall pick in the draft, making the evaluations done at the NFL Scouting Combine here in Indianapolis all the more important. Alongside General Manager Monti Ossenfort and Head Coach Jonathan Gannon, I'm Dani Sureck. This is the first combine the two of you are working together in your respective roles. Monti, what are you trying to accomplish this week?
Well, it's been a great week, Dani. The biggest thing that we've been going through here, the first part of the week, is interviews, player interviews. We've had a chance to get the guys in here, to meet with Jonathan, to meet with our coordinators. It's some of our first chances to sit face to face with the players and talk through some of the things that we wanted to talk through, the information that we gained from the fall process. We've also had a chance to watch tape with these guys, talk some football, and just really get to know them as people. So it's been a positive experience, and for some of us, it's an ongoing, and we'll get more chances as we go. But this has been a great week so far.
Coach, you've talked about not so much focusing on a scheme as much as developing around your players' skill sets. How do you express the wants and needs for the players you're looking for to the staff?
Yeah, we have a very clear vision of how we want to play and who we want to add in. And Monti and I are on the same page with that. I think the most important thing for us is make sure that the people we do bring in, it's the coach's job to kind of figure it out, but they will have the skill set needed to play and help us win games. But we want good quality character guys. And we want their football character to be high. We want them to love football, be team first, team-oriented people. And that's what's cool about this process now, because you can ask questions and you start to feel the people that we would want to bring in and be an Arizona Cardinal.
Monti, there's a discourse between drafting for need or best player available. What is the Cardinals' drafting philosophy moving forward?
It's finding the right player, the right person for the Cardinals. And so there's going to be definitions of what that looks like from a makeup standpoint. There's going to be definitions of what that looks like from a talent on-field perspective. And when we get that and we paint that picture of what that is and marry those two things together, the right answer to that is the right player for the Cardinals. So it doesn't matter what other teams think of a player from a talent perspective. We're gonna find players that fit what we're looking for specifically for our team, both as a person and as a player.
Coach, now that you've finalized your coaching staff, as evaluations continue for players on this roster, what are the biggest needs that the Cardinals are going to prioritize?
Yeah, I don't really look at it, Dani, as the biggest needs. I look at it as is what we want, who we want to add to help our team win. So, and that can be, different positions that we want to bring in to compete with guys that we feel good about. It can be some positions that we want to bring in that maybe, that we might not have enough guys on the roster for that position to compete. So I think just like Monti said, we're just going to bring the right people in that fit the description of what we're looking for to be Cardinals, and then, submerge them into the offseason program and let them go compete.
3rd overall pick, Monti, what opportunities does that present for this team?
Well, it's a great opportunity, Dani. I mean, it's a position that we're in, just the way the season went last year, and so we're gonna go forward. The 3rd pick means that we're gonna be able to add a talented player there if we stay there and pick. And there's also, I think, gonna be some calls that come in on the pick. There could be interest on teams looking to come up, and we'll answer the phone and we'll listen to what those offers might be, and we'll decide at that point, is the right decision to pick a player at that spot? Is it to drop back if the offer is there? We're gonna look at every avenue that improves our team and the right decision not only for this year but moving forward as well.
Coach, in the player interviews, limited amount of time, how do you get the information you need to understand this player in such a short amount of time?
Yeah, you can do it pretty quick. You might not get all the answers, but you can get some. And our coaches have done a great job of how they're going through the interview process, keeping it consistent, and really finding out how we're using those 20 minutes to really gain valuable information. And it becomes evident pretty quickly guys that you would want to acquire to be on your team that you would feel really, happy about to coach them, the opportunity to coach those guys, and then you see how they would add in and add value to our club. So that's my favorite part about coming to the Combine, is because this is my first exposure to a lot of those guys, and it's getting them to start to know them as people a little bit, and then hear them talk some football and see what makes them tick, and ask them some good hard questions. And we got the radio going, and so that's my favorite part of the Combine, is getting to meet the players. So it's been fun.
Monti, as the first Combine as general manager with the Cardinals and the staff that's been here putting in the work over the last year, how do you blend the old with the new?
It's been great. The guys, we've had a chance to go through our first round of draft meetings. The guys have done a great job of adjusting to some things that I've thrown at them. They've done a great job of catching me up on the work that they've already done. And so really it's been great just melding our pieces of information that we have and coming up with a starting point, well, just continuing our evaluation process through the combine. The guys have been here, they've been grinding, they've been putting in a lot of time, long hours, helping us with informal interviews downstairs, sitting in on the formal interviews up here. It's been great getting to know them. I look forward to working with everybody moving forward.
Coach, you talk about high capacity, high character. What are the intangibles you're looking for in future Cardinals?
Yeah, everything that encompasses, are you a team first player? So we want guys that want to put the team above themselves and really love ball and enjoy the process of developing themselves. And there's we kind of put them in 5 different buckets of how we're going to help them maximize themselves. And everyone in the building has a role with the development of the players, but really just want to know, hey, are you willing to put in the work and make the sacrifices that are needed to become the best version of yourself and help us win games as an organization? So that's what we'll do.
The draft isn't until late April. Free agency will hit before then. Monti, how do you balance the pieces that are on the roster, free agents, all while getting ready for the draft?
Dani, it's all part of the team building process. There's different checkpoints throughout the year where there's a chance for us to supplement the roster, add pieces to it. Free agency is a big piece of that. The draft is a big piece of that. There will be other points during the year, training camp and preseason and cut down day. And so it's just another opportunity for us to bring the right talent onto the team, the right type of people, and to add depth and competition to the roster. And every chance that we go and that the first checkpoint there is unrestricted free agency is coming up here in the middle of March. That'll be an opportunity for us, as will the draft and further down the road. So anytime we get a chance to add depth and competition to the team, and if it's the right move for the Cardinals, we're going to go ahead and explore every opportunity.
Coach, what are the next steps getting ready for the draft next couple weeks with your staff?
Wash them tape, get in the lab with them and make sure that we, what Monti asked of us to do from the coaching standpoint of it. Do we want this guy in our building? What role does he fit for us? Does he have the skill set needed? Does he have the intangibles needed? Dani, that's a great word. But just looking forward to really getting into the tape of that, because the staff, the timing, we're a little behind, but we'll get caught up really quick. And so that's the favorite. That's, the #1 evaluation tool I use is the tape. So that's what we'll start doing, start pouring into that, and that's a fun part of the process.
Fun part of the process that's getting closer to the draft.
Yes,
that's for sure. Cardinals with the 3rd overall pick. From the Scouting Combine, for Monti Ossenfort and Jonathan Gannon, I'm Dani Sureck.